Hi and welcome to this video on completing the square. Completing the square, why do we do it? Well, first of all, it's in the exam, so we have to know how to do it. And secondly, it's used to find the vertex form of the quadratic equation, and we can read the x and the y coordinates of the vertex straight off the vertex form. So let's have a look at the background of completing the square. By a square we mean x plus or minus a number squared. For example, if we have x minus d squared, d is any number, this means it's x minus d multiplied by x minus d in brackets. When we multiply the brackets out, we get x squared minus 2dx plus 2d. So we're given a quadratic 14 equals x squared minus 4x. We want to make this side into a perfect square. So looking at this, x squared minus 4x, it looks a bit like x minus 2 squared. But if we multiply x minus 2 squared out, it turns out to be x squared minus 4x plus 4. So we've got this extra plus 4. So to compensate for this, we have to add plus 4 to the left-hand side of the equation, and that will balance the equation. So if we do that, we have 14 plus 4 equals x squared minus 4x plus 4. This is the perfect square, x minus 2 squared, and this balances it out. 14 plus 4 is 18, and we get y equals x minus 2 squared minus 18. This is the vertex form of the equation. X is this number in the brackets, but we reverse the sign. So x is plus 2 and y is minus 18. So let's go through a system that we can follow when we're completing this square. This one is where a equals 1, so there's no number before the x squared. So we're given this equation, y equals x squared minus 4x minus 14, in the standard form ax squared plus bx plus c. First of all, make y equal to 0. So we have 0 equals x squared minus 4x minus 14. Now move the minus 14 to the other side of the equation. When we take the minus 14 to the other side of the equal sign, that makes it a plus 14. So we have plus 14 equals x squared minus 4x. Now, as we explained earlier, we need to add or subtract something to both sides of the equation to balance it. What do we add? Well, we have a formula for that. We add b divided by 2 squared to both sides of the equation. B is minus 4, and minus 4 divided by 2 minus 2. Minus 2 squared is 4. So we add 4 to both sides of the equation. So here we've got a plus 4, here we've got a plus 4. So what happens when we do this is this right-hand side of the equation with the x squared now becomes a perfect square. And we can write this, as we said earlier, as x plus something squared. So what's the something? The something is b divided by 2. So b, which is minus 4, divided by 2 minus 2. So this perfect square is x minus 2 squared. So 14 plus 4 is this perfect square we just mentioned, x minus 2 squared. 18 equals x minus 2 squared, so y equals x minus 2 squared minus 18. Let's go through the steps when a is not 1. So it's 2, 3, 4, whatever. So we've got y equals 2x squared minus 4x plus 5. First of all, make y equal 0. So 0 equals 2x squared minus 4x plus 5. Take 5 to the other side of the equation becomes a minus 5. So minus 5 equals 2x squared minus 4x. Now we divide each term by a to get rid of this 2, which is a. To get rid of the a, we divide by a. So minus 5 divided by 2, each term has to be divided by a. 2x squared divided by 2 minus 4x divided by 2. So we get minus 5 over 2 equals x squared minus 2x. Now we need to add or subtract a number to balance the equation. And what number do we use? We use again b divided by 2 squared, which is plus 1. So add plus 1 to both sides of the equation, and we get on the right hand side x squared minus 2x plus 1, which is a perfect square. We can write this perfect square as x plus b over 2 squared, and this is x minus 1 squared. So here we have 1 plus minus 5 over 2, which is minus 1.5, is our square, which is x minus 1 squared. Now, to finish, because we divided each term by a over here, we need to multiply by a. So we have minus 3, which is minus 1.5 multiplied by a, which is 2. Minus 1.5 times 2 minus 3 equals 2, and our square, x minus 1 squared. So y equals 2 when we rearrange, x minus 1 squared plus 3. Again, this is the vertex form. We can read the vertex of the quadratic of this. So the vertex will be, change the sign here, and the number in the bracket is the x, so it's x equals plus 1, y equals 3.